Okay, I am recording this video. I don't even know. I'm doing the horizontal screen since I'm doing a video instead of a short. So the last time I tried this and I uploaded the video, it was upside down. I don't know where I'm supposed to look at the phone because I want to make eye contact with you, but I'm doing all this and it's my bedtime. But I came across something in my documents today and I said, I got to share this. I have to share this. So I am a February girl. Yes, I'm over the age of 60. And I found something I wrote on my 60th birthday. And actually, I was entering a contest. And I apologize again. I don't know where I'm looking. I entered a contest. And it was no, it wasn't really a contest. It was just something I was writing to try to get published in a magazine. And I didn't get published, but oh well. But it entertained me for a minute because I read this and I'm like, I'm a writer at heart, love to write, working on some books I really need to get published. But I just wanted to share this with the other 60-year-olds out there. So bear with me. It's entitled Chapter 60. Welcome to my hashtag Chapter 60 monologue. Please join me. I gazed down at the delectable cake mounted with ribbons and peaks of white icing, adorned with purple and red flowers, along with purple writing that read, Happy 60th birthday, Miss Z. I lifted my head ever so slightly, armed with my camera phone in hand. Suddenly the urge hit me, capture the moment. Pressing the small black square on the phone, I began the video. I looked around the room, head rotating like a periscope extended from the top of a submarine, recording my sister friends as they stood singing the infamous tune, Happy Birthday to You. Quickly, I glanced back down at the enormous cake and focused in on the large silver numbers 6 and 0 that stood so proudly at the top of the cake. As I pressed that small black square on the phone again, I ended the recording. How did I get here? I quietly questioned myself. I was excited to be celebrated, but still somewhere in the back of my mind, this nagging question could not be shaken. It was like a scratched 45 that kept playing on one of those old-fashioned record players. And yeah, I guess I'm really showing my age now. Yes, hashtag Chapter 60 has arrived. But how did I get here? The arrival seemed to be a bit abrupt, but if I were to be honest with myself, I was in fact expecting it and for a mere moment anticipating it. Seems like it was only yesterday, as the saying goes, when I was taking my first steps as a toddler. Then hashtag Chapter 5 came when it was time to walk into my kindergarten class for my very first day of school. Then the hashtag Sweet 16 chapter came with all the bells and whistles of being a teenager. And who can forget the introduction to boys? Whew, what a chapter. Then on to hashtag Chapter 18, when I donned the navy blue cap and gown to march down the stone-colored cement, to march down the stone-colored cement pathway leading to my future. You see where I'm taking you? Better yet, can you see the paths that you have traveled over the years? Close your eyes and get that visual for a moment. Next in line, hashtag Chapter 21 came with a bit of anxiety as college graduation approached and adulthood opened the door and welcomed me in to all the things that continue to shape and mold me into the woman I am today. I won't bore some and excite others with all my personal chapters, but I will say that Chapter 60 has its own set of rules, and it starts with me clearly changing my game. You see, I am single, never married, with no children. I do not see Chapter 60 as a doomsday story. I see it as a new birth, so to speak. It is the birthing place and launching pad for all the things I've dreamed of doing, but simply hadn't done. I have served others and I will continue to do so. Yet, in some of my prior chapters, I, in some instances, placed myself on the sideline of life, standing there wondering when would it be my turn to enter the game. The time is now. My hashtag chapter 60 motto is, if not now, then when? No regrets, no holds barred. So wish me well as I stretch my arms and open them wide to say, welcome chapter 60. I don't know how you got here, but I'm so glad you came. That's good, isn't it, y'all? And so, yeah, chapter 60. And chapter 60 for me, as I mentioned, I'm a February girl. And that, right after that, was the start of COVID. And so, yeah, a lot of things I would have planned for that year and didn't in the years thereafter. But this year, guys, is a really big one for me. And it's chapters hashtag 65. So I think I'm going to write another one of these to celebrate that. Because this one is different for me. So stay tuned. Be blessed. It's bedtime for me. Good night.